Hello, everyone. My name is Sherry Sutton, and I am your marketing mentor and the founder of the DD Marketing Collective. So excited to talk to you today. This is our weekly Q&A where you can ask me, your marketing mentor, any question you might have about marketing your small business. So today we're going to talk about hashtags. Digital marketing, social media marketing changes all the time. Yes, it's frustrating, but that's the way it goes. So we have to be on top of those changes. The one place that changes the most is in hashtags. So I wanted to give you a quick update on what sort of the latest and greatest is on how to drive people to your social media. In the past, particularly on Instagram, hashtags were the way to go, right? You wanted to put in at least 30 hashtags. You wanted to do a combination of hashtags that were, specific to your target audience, specific to your content, and that was the primary way that you were getting people to your social media. That was the primary way that people were going to find you. However, that has changed significantly, especially on Instagram and really all the social platforms, but Instagram in particular. They've changed the way that they do their algorithms. So they're using artificial intelligence, that thing that like in the Matrix takes over the whole world. So artificial intelligence is something that Instagram or the Meta, which is now owned by Meta, so Facebook and Instagram use. And what it does is it looks at all of the content inside of your post. So it looks at your video. It listens to your video, so it knows what words you're saying in the video. So it's understanding what the topic is that I'm talking about right now. It can read your graphics, so it knows what words are on your graphics, and as well as the actual verbiage that you put with your post. So because it looks at all of those different pieces, hashtags are not as important as they used to be. What's more important is optimizing all of those things to make sure they're using keywords that your target audience is looking for. This is something that we used to talk about quite a bit, and we still talk about when it comes to Google and search engine optimization. This idea of thinking about what are the things that my target audience is going to be searching for when they're looking for my products or services. So like for me, my keywords are marketing for small businesses or marketing for solopreneurs, marketing for momtrepreneurs, right? A lot of those types of things. Social media for small business, those kind of things. So I want to make sure that I'm saying those things in my videos, that I'm putting those words on my graphics, and that I'm including it in the caption that I'm including with those graphics and those reels and those videos on Instagram. That is much more important. So incorporating it into the content is much more important than the actual hashtags themselves. So even the one of the heads of Instagram the other day recently said, they asked, like, should we still be doing all these hashtags? He goes, can't hurt. I mean, it does help, the way that he positioned it was it helps the algorithm know where to place you, right? So if you talk to small businesses or you talk to people going through grief or those types of things, it does help, but it's not the only way now. So, the guidance now is maybe 3 hashtags, try to re-emphasize sort of those key words, but the most important thing is including it in your graphics, in your text that you're, the things that you're saying, as well as in the caption. So it requires a little bit of a different way of writing. So when you're writing your captions, you want to make sure that you're including those keywords in that caption. So I'll give you a good example. So I was writing the caption for this live today. I know that I work primarily with small businesses. So normally I would have said, hey, live Q&A where you can ask me any kind of questions. Today I'm going to talk about hashtags. Well, today, now that I know that I need to include some of my keywords inside of the caption itself, I made sure that I added in for small businesses, right? Marketing for small businesses. So the way that I don't remember exactly how I rewrote it, but the way I could have rewrote it was, ask your marketing mentor here answering your small business marketing questions. Today, we're going to talk about hashtags and how you can use them to drive social media awareness and drive new leads to your business. So I added in some of those keywords like new leads, small business, marketing on social media. So it's just caused me to change the way that I write those captions because I know that those hashtags aren't as important. I still do include some hashtags, particularly things that might be significant to what I'm posting that day. For example, I think it was on Saturday, I did a national wear your pajamas to work day reel that was kind of fun. I did the hashtag, right? Wear pajamas to work a day. And I think that made a big difference. That reel did really, really well for me because I think one of the reasons is I did use that hashtag as well. So I hope that gives you a good overview. So to recap, make sure you're including all your keywords in your graphic, if you're talking. So if the algorithm's listening to me, I help small businesses with their marketing and their social media. Include it in your talk as you're talking. Make sure that you are especially included in the caption that you write to support that post. And then include, 3-ish hashtags. Hashtags aren't as important on Facebook, but it doesn't hurt to include 1 or 2. Same on LinkedIn. It's great to include 1 or 2, but again, not as important as including it in that caption. So I hope that this was really helpful. Send me questions that you have for next week. And if you need help in your marketing, you're feeling a little lost, you're like, I know I need to do something to drive more leads, I just don't really know what to do, then give me a holler. I have a couple great programs for you, especially one that's called Marketing Made Simple. It is a program where I meet with you one-on-one. We put together a customized marketing plan just for you because each business is unique and each marketing plan should be unique as well. So we spend an entire VIP day. We hang out all day long. Sometimes we break it into 2 days. And we put together your entire marketing plan. What are you all about? Who are you going after? What are your target messages? What are the products you're going to offer? How are you going to package those products together? And then what are the few things that you can do every single day to drive business? They're going to be easy for you to manage if you're all by yourself or with a very small team, that are simple for you to do and feel joyful, because if you don't like doing it, you're not going to do it, right? And don't break the bank. So if you're interested in joining my Marketing Made Simple, head over to my website. It's edie.marketing, or you can send me a direct message anytime. Again, I'm Sherry Sutton. I am your marketing mentor, and I hope you have a great day. Bye. Mwah.